In Baby Fight, Georgie proposed that he and Mandy should have another kid soon, but Mandy was adamantly against it. The fact that Georgie wanted to grow their family and Mandy wanted to concentrate on returning to her profession shows that the two do not always have the same outlook on the future. The decision of whether to have additional children is a huge existential and ethical conundrum that can leave individuals sharply split, even in healthy couples with good communication skills. Mary, Missy, and Mima have already made appearances in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage because Georgie is still connected to his family in Texas. A number of other well-known characters have also made a reappearance in the sequel spin-off outside of the Cooper family, further solidifying the link between it and Young Sheldon. Among them is Pastor Jeff, who has now appeared a few times. This is undoubtedly a contentious issue, particularly given that Sheldon hasn't made an appearance in any of the Big Bang Theory spin-offs. His current appearance answers a question regarding the Coopers in the nerd-centric sitcom, which may seem like a needless move. Mary and Georgie reunite in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, where Pastor Jeff makes a reappearance. The main topic of the outing is baby Cece's parents' disagreement over having another kid. Georgie supports it, but Mandy isn't so sure because she hoped to establish herself in the broadcasting industry. In order to give some baby items, Georgie goes to her mom's church, where she also works with Pastor Jeff. A significant part of Young Sheldon's narrative for a long time was Mary's relationship with her pastor, but it appears that things have changed. By the time the timelines of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage and the Big Bang Theory coincide, it's possible that Mary and Pastor Jeff will no longer be in contact if their relationship keeps getting worse. This would account for the fact that Pastor Jeff was never mentioned, much less featured, in the sitcom that was geared toward nerds. The character didn't exist yet, and by the time Young Sheldon introduced him, it was too late for the Big Bang Theory to make an appearance. That's the technical explanation, of course. Nevertheless, receiving an in-universe justification for his absence is still pleasant. Pastor Jeff might have even been asked to officiate Sheldon and Amy's wedding if he and Mary had been able to stay together throughout the Big Bang Theory. It would have been the ideal chance to introduce a supporting Young Sheldon character to the original series, even though Mark Hamill officiating was still the finest choice. In any event, let's hope that Georgie and Mandy's first marriage keeps addressing their relationship. The Young Sheldon couple's final split was justified by Georgie and Mandy's first marriage episode 16, but the outing also demonstrated that their Big Bang Theory story might be more nuanced than it first seemed. The show's main conflict is hinted at in the title of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, but with all the drama in the McAllister household, it's easy to lose sight of the series' stakes. Mandy and Georgie were happily married and raising their first kid together in the Young Sheldon conclusion. Georgie's elder self made a casual reference to his ex-wife in The Sibling Realignment, episode 23 of season 11 of The Big Bang Theory. Because of this annoying bit of franchise legend, Georgie and Mandy's marriage must terminate eventually. Even if they end up getting back together, Georgie is officially confirmed to have an ex-wife by the time Sheldon reunites with his older brother in later life. Though the spin-off hasn't destroyed Georgie and Mandy's union, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage has so far shown that Dale and Mima's relationship was worse than it appeared to be in Young Sheldon. To be fair, Season 1 of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage has alluded to a few possible tender points that can cause friction in the future. While Georgie's ambitious goals for her father Jim's tire store frequently clash with Jim's more conservative approach to business, Mandy has publicly disliked having to rely on Georgie and her family for financial support. Although neither of these difficulties would result in a formal divorce, they both demonstrate that the title characters already have shortcomings and troubles. In a similar vein, Mandy's participation in Mima's illicit sportsbook gambling plan indicates that she may encounter legal issues. This could lead to a serious argument between the two because George told her not to participate in the plan. After all, since Georgie frequently works, their daughter Cece would be left without a caregiver if Mandy were to be arrested. Though it is a rare problem that can lead to divorce even in otherwise good marriages, Georgie and Mandy's split was explained most clearly in episode 16, Baby Fight. In Baby Fight, Georgie proposed that he and Mandy should have another kid soon, but Mandy was adamantly against it. The fact that Georgie wanted to grow their family and Mandy wanted to concentrate on returning to her profession shows that the two do not always have the same outlook on the future. The decision of whether to have additional children is a huge existential and ethical conundrum that can leave individuals sharply split, even in healthy couples. With Steve Holland discusses Mary's potential larger involvement in Season 2 of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. The primary subject of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is revealed by the title alone. Although the remaining Coopers from Texas are involved, this follow-up focuses on the marital life of Sheldon's older brother Georgie and his love interest Mandy, who are still blissfully married at Young Sheldon's ending. Executive producer Steve Holland stated in an interview with TV Line that Season 2, which features Zoe Perry's Mary's return, would maintain the show's dual focus between the Coopers and Georgie's new family. During the first year of the show, Georgie's mother appeared frequently as a guest star. However, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage can focus on other topics because the first season's conclusion indicates that the show is not in a rush to discuss the eponymous couple's impending divorce. Mandy's job search and Georgie's efforts to juggle living with the McAllisters and working at her father's tire shop took up most of Season 1. In Big Decisions, episode 22 of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, Georgie purchased the tire company with the assistance of his mother and co-worker Ruben. Mary demonstrated her belief in Georgie by co-signing his bank loan and using the Cooper family house as collateral. Holland is correct in stating that Mary's function is now positioned to develop in the future. Being the first Cooper family member to appear on The Big Bang Theory, Mary has long played a significant role in the sitcom franchise. Laurie Metcalf's mature portrayal of Mary served as a significant supporting character in The Big Bang Theory in addition to being a prominent main role in Young Sheldon. Mary will therefore be a welcome addition to Georgie and Mandy's first marriage Season 2, as her ongoing appearance on the program serves as further glue connecting the many sitcoms in this common universe. Mary's reappearance in Season 2 of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is fantastic news, even though she has been more combative than ever in Season 1. Viewers can now better understand how the bright, although stubborn, mother from Young Sheldon evolved into the angrier, more sour lady from The Big Bang Theory. More significantly, Georgie's story in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage Season 2 becomes more complicated when Mary risks losing her home, which could ultimately account for the Young Sheldon spin-off's significant split. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more videos.